We are going to continue our discussion about pregnancy dating. So in the last video, we were reviewing the three components of the pregnancy dating, which is one is to know when does the pregnancy started. The other one is when does the pregnancy is going to finish, and the other is to have an idea of how many pregnant weeks is the woman, to correlate the gestational weeks with the ultrasound of each prenatal visit. This is more than anything else to evaluate for growth restriction. So the methods we use to identify when, or to try to estimate when does the pregnancy started, we saw this in the last video, is we can do it by last menstrual period, the date of the last menstrual period, specifically the first day of the last menstrual period, or by an early ultrasound, which is going to give us an estimate. For example, at this point the woman is 6 weeks pregnant, and so starting from here we will say, oh, here is 6 weeks pregnant, and we will have this as the start measure to continue our estimation of the gestational weeks in the next evaluation. And the other one is based on basal temperature, which we normally don't use this, but measure the basal temperature, which increases 0.5 degrees more or less at the time of ovulation. Now, most of the time we use the last menstrual period and the ultrasound to estimate when does the pregnancy started, because we cannot know specifically when does the conception date was. Now, when is the baby going to born? This is going to be 38 weeks. 38 weeks after the conception date. This is when the baby is going to be born. But as we don't know when was the conception date, we measure how many weeks after the last menstrual period the baby is going to be born, and this is more or less 40 weeks. Specifically is the last menstrual period plus 40 weeks, and we give a range plus minus 2 weeks, more or less. But this last menstrual period plus 40 weeks is the due date. This is the